There are a number of laws in the cosmos which are related to each other. And the first of the laws which provides for eventual manifestation is called the law of vibration. And on the very highest level of any dimension, the law of vibration prevails, but it's not alone. Because when that principle of vibration begins to descend, it becomes perceivable next as light in all its, well, first light. Then it becomes perceivable as another vibratory phenomenon we call sound. Then it becomes perceivable as another vibratory expression we call color. So we always have vibration, light, sound, and color. And from the law of vibration, see, if we're going to have any type of form, whatever, vibration has to exist. There's only one condition, and I shouldn't call it a condition, one state, and I shouldn't call it a state, don't know what to call it, but there's only one place, not a place, where there's no vibration. And that is in the absoluteness itself, the one fundamental, eternal, infinite deity without vibration. The minute there is vibration, form appears. And according to the frequency of that vibration, we're going to call it different things. We may call that vibration light, we may call it sound, we may call it color, we may call it by different formal names, but it all has to do with the vibration of what I call, or the changing of position or the movement of what I call the ultimate particle event that is allowable in any universe. The thing about apparent reality, I call it actuality, is that we are faced with what appear to be solid forms. But every physicist will tell you that it's comprised of nothing but tiny units, atoms, subatomic particles, in a state of movement. And we call, when that movement occurs around a center and certain equidistances are established and not violated, we call it vibration. So the whole perceivable world is not solid, obviously. That's just a content of consciousness. This is an apprehension due to the limitations of our perceptual mechanism. But if we were to look with our inner eyes, all of those inner abilities and faculties which can be developed, we would see a very different picture. We would see an entire world in motion, filled with light and sound and radiance and color, just to use four. And this type of vibration would be of the essence of things. We would see that the world we thought existed doesn't exist at all. But upon closer examination, all these tiny atoms and subatomic particles are in a dance, in a state of motion, in a state of vibration, and it is their motion in relation to each other which gives us the illusion of solidity and of form. So we live in a world of motion, we live in a world of becoming, and the universe itself is the first motion. It's the first movement. Movement exists only, non-movement exists only in that state in which no form whatsoever appears. The minute there is motion, vibration, we have the appearance of form regardless of how elevated that form may be. In other words, there are forms that we cannot possibly perceive, even that a great god of a planet cannot perceive because he doesn't have the faculties. There are forms all the way up the dimensions of cosmos, which are forms. But to us they look like, we can imagine them as nothing at all, really. That they're not formal at all. We imagine this to be a form. But there are subtle forms caused by the vibration of the most minute particles possible in the universe, and they are apprehended as forms. So all form is caused by its vibrating elements. Now there are questions, are there realities that are non-formal? And probably there are in the world of being. I don't think I've solved that one quite yet. I know I shift back and forth between the world of the absolute and the world of becoming. But in between is the world of being. And I often ask myself, is the world of being particulate? Is it particulate? Because down here, we live in the mosaic world of parts and pieces. You've seen a mosaic, you know what it looks like. You put together all the little pieces and it makes a picture. But are there worlds which are non-mosaic and in which images appear which are non-particulate? I'm working on that.